This is daily grammar practice for week 2. This is part 2, and our sentence this week is our family had a picnic on Labor Day. The first thing that we need to do is to label our simple subject, and your subject is always going to be a noun. So we need to go back and look at the things labeled as nouns yesterday. Out of these nouns, our sentence is about family. So we're going to label it as our simple subject. Then our complete subject includes anything that modifies family. So we're going to underline that one time to indicate that that is our complete subject. The second thing that we need to do is label our verb. And if it was a verb for part 1, it's a verb for part 2. And our verb is had. We now need to look to see if we have a direct object in order to label it as being transitive or intransitive. So we ask ourselves, had what? What do we have? A picnic. So there's our direct object. And since we do have a direct object, we know that our verb is transitive. And then our complete predicate includes our verb and everything that goes with it. So we're going to indicate that by doing a double underline. The last thing that we need to look at is phrases. And since we had a preposition for part 1, we know that we're going to have a prepositional phrase. We're going to indicate our prepositional phrases with parentheses. So we're going to open up our parentheses before the preposition on. We're going to close our parentheses after day. Our object of our preposition is Labor Day, and since this works together as one thing, the whole thing is our object of our preposition since it's a proper noun. So we're going to indicate that with an OP for object of our preposition. Now we need to decide if this is an adjective prep phrase or an adverb prep phrase. So we ask ourselves which one of these questions it answers, and it answers the question when. When did we have a picnic? On Labor Day. And since it answers the question when, it's an adverb prep phrase. When you're counting up your score, you count it up simple subject, complete subject. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for your double underline, 5 for your direct object, 6 for your parentheses, 7 for your object of your preposition, and then 8 for labeling the type of prepositional phrase.